街の明かりがぼやけてる理解できぬ何も見えぬ静かな街の声が瞳の奥に広がる見えない世界がよく何もない空白の中漂うこの一人何もない見つめるだけ何もない眺めるだけ何もない見つめるだけ何もない眺めるだけ暗闇の中で揺れる庶民の光とかで思い出す
Hey, it's Reina and welcome back to another Japan vlog. I have been to Japan quite a few times, but this time I've decided to take Osaka route because of my secret obsession in Tadao Ando's work, the legendary Japanese architect behind the museums in Teshima and Naoshima, the island that is 3 hours away from Osaka. Here is my first day in Osaka and we are keeping it super chill. My first stop was a temple near Namba with a giant lion head entrance. Google said it is iconic, so I was like, okay, let's see what is the hype about it. Now I am not a super religious person. The last time I stepped into a temple was in Hokkaido last year, only to see the hue of the Buddha, which, surprise, it was also designed by Tadao Ando. I was shocked to find out after the trip. Japan is so good about blending architect, nature and culture all together. I kinda wish Bangkok had more spots like this. After stuffing ourselves with a random Wagyu buffet, we stopped by this wood cafe for a cup of tea. This place is so aesthetically pleasing and peaceful. I accidentally ordered pure matcha instead of matcha with milk. Well, it's such a fail. Like how clumsy this girl is. Anyways, we hung out half an hour here, soaking in all the vibe, before heading off for some shopping and thrifting, which I have showed you all in my last video if you are curious. We were back to the hotel early since we have an early train to catch in the next morning, and that is how we wrap up our first day. We started our second day with a 6 a.m. train ride to Uno, which is 3 hours away from Osaka. The only thing keeping me going was this Shinkansen bento. I swear I look forward to it every single time I took a long journey in Japan. Just look at how good it is. After about 10 rounds of passing out on train and bus, we finally made it to Uno. For today and tomorrow, we are planning to explore Naoshima and Teshima, the famous art island. We started with a ferry boat to Naoshima, where we spent the entire day wandering around, checking out all the incredible art, and just like that, we went full survival mode the moment we stepped off that cozy and warm boat. The wind just hit brutally. Look at this girl. She was freezing to death and cannot even put her sunglasses on properly. We spent the day wandering through Valley Gallery and Seaside Gallery, which were amazing. Except one thing, the fact that everything was outdoors and we had no choice but to keep going. Maybe visiting Naoshima in winter wasn't the best idea. Seeing how empty the island is, it is definitely a low season. But I kinda love that actually it is not packed and chaotic. Well, this is the price we pay for it, I guess. We were so happy to finally make it into an indoor space. This Tsukimoto gallery, honestly, I love how they curated the space here. It is giving blue tourist, but with a more natural Japanese touch, using materials like concrete and glass. If I had my own studio, this is exactly the kind of atmosphere I would sign up for. We took a short break in the corridor, just sitting there, letting time pass, peaceful and quiet. We explored the art house projects and installations around the island. It was such a unique experience to be here. It is not every day you visit an island that feels like a giant open-air museum, right? The way art, nature, and the sea blend together here is such a perfection. And I feel this truly captures the essence of Japan. Our day 3 started with a morning boat ride to Teshima, another art island near Naoshima. Since there were few boats to Teshima, we decided to go there first before continuing to Teshima in the afternoon. As soon as we arrived, we took a walk to the Teshima Art Museum, one of my dream destinations by, again, Tado Ando. I like the vibe of Teshima even more than Naoshima, more peaceful and surrounded by nature. The weather was way better than yesterday, fresh and chill. It was such a lovely morning walk. The museum sits on a hill with beautiful panoramic view. Inside there is this huge open space with holes in the roof, letting in natural light and fresh air. It felt like we were part of this landscape, watching the sky shift like a living piece of art. Then we took a ride to Naoshima in the afternoon for Shishu Art Museum, another Ando's masterpiece. I enjoyed the experience there so much, and it's by far one of my most impressed museum of hundreds of museums I went. Totally recommended if you are into art and space design like me. On the 4th day, we arrived in Kyoto in the afternoon and headed to Gyeongdak for a lunch. The wait was about 30 minutes, but it was absolutely worth it. Just look at that dish. The presentation was 10 out of 10. I ordered duck rice topped with uni and truffle sauce, served with a kombu soup. Every single bite was incredibly flavorful. This is by far the most delicious duck dish I've ever had. After filling our stomach with something delicious and warm, it is the time we are waiting for. I am waiting for shopping and thrifting. I actually filmed the whole experience in my last video, so I will link it down here just in case you wanna check it out. And just like that, this is the wrap for our 4th day.
ご案内いたします。この電車は普通佐賀嵐山行きです。
Is it just me, or does time fly even faster when we are traveling? Can't believe we were already halfway through our trip. Today we took a little trip to Arashiyama, the famous bamboo forest and the temple here. Walking through this towering bamboo felt like stepping into a Ghibli movie.
Sparkling heart sings a secret tune under the watch of a low-hanging moon. Wrap me up in this fleeting night, stars above glowing soft and light. Time slows down, I don't need to run, a moment of peace till this day is done.
I originally planned to rent a kimono, but I gave up because it was freezing cold. Instead, we did something even better, warming up ourselves with a hot soba. We found a spot near Tokesu Bridge, and even though the tempura portion was way too small for the size of the meal, the stunning river view totally made up for it.
Glowing soft and light. Time slows down, I don't need to run, a moment of peace till this day is done.
And if you have made it this far, congratulations! You have reached the end of this video. I will be back with episode 2. I've also linked all the places I visit in case you are planning your own trip. If you love art, travels, and fashion like me, make sure to subscribe. I have so much to share with you because sharing is caring, right? Also, I'd love to have you all as part of my journey. So see you on the next one. Bye!